See who's going to be the first one on tonight. Maybe somebody will get on. Kip Jones, good evening. Rick John, good to see you guys. Great Meals Barbecue, good evening. Good to see y'all. Stephen, good evening. Hope y'all had a good week. Doing well, doing well. Gino, good to see you. Hope y'all can hear me all right. Somebody let me know. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, that's not good there, Stephen. I apologize or I hate to hear that. I hope he gets better. Hope he gets better, Stephen. Mike, good to have you. Good to have you. Well, I figured I'd change up the scenery a little bit. Change up the scenery a little bit this week and put you in front of the Marine Corps flag instead of Old Glory. I got this flag when I got out of the Marine Corps. My unit, they got together and got me this flag and signed it and wrote some messages on it for me and all that stuff. And Simplify, John. So I had it framed and matted and all that stuff, and it's been with me everywhere I've went. So if the house ever caught on fire, that's one of the first things that I would grab, probably. But good to have all of you. First of all, I want to thank everybody that showed up last Sunday at the 07 morning show. I thought it was a pretty good success. I enjoyed it. Enjoyed opening up the day and having coffee with some of you and all that stuff. So I appreciate y'all joining me. I know it's early, but just wanted to do something a little bit different, and I think it turned out pretty good. So we're going to do it again this Sunday, Sunday morning at 7 o'clock in the morning. Y'all join me for some coffee, and we'll talk about some barbecue stuff. I thought it went pretty well. And y'all let me know what y'all's favorite coffee. Now, most time we're a Folgers kind of family, but I've been looking at some different stuff, maybe some veterans-owned coffee companies. Like been looking at Iron Bean Coffee Company. That's a Marine and his wife. They're doing a coffee, got their own coffee company, and also Black Rifle Coffee. I think they're in conjunction with Nine Line Apparel, which is down here in Savannah, Georgia. And so I've been kind of looking at some of those, Black Rifle. So I'll bring the Swiss rolls. I hear you, Kip. So I'm going to look at some of that kind of stuff. What we're going to cover tonight, let me kind of hit an overview, and then we'll kind of get started with some of it. I got an exciting announcement I'm going to talk about. I got a Butcher Box update that I'm going to cover. I got a little keto update that I'm going to talk about a little bit. And the pet peeve of the week. I think y'all enjoy that. And also I'm going to talk a little bit about subscribers and kind of what I'm about. And I'll fill you in on a little bit more of that when we get into that. Harley Smith. All right, guys, everybody that y'all see down there, Harley Smith, that's my brother. He's a fellow devil dog as well, and also a Army veteran, and he's done all kind of stuff overseas, a couple tours over there. So y'all welcome him. I've been trying to get the knucklehead on here, but he couldn't figure out his Google password. It took him a month. But he also really great cook, knows what he's doing with the grill, and me and him we love get together and do cooks together and that kind of thing. We just don't do it enough, but he really good cook, and we kind of both got bit by that bug from our parents. So, but it's good to see the old turd on here. So that's kind of the stuff that we're going to cover tonight. First and foremost, the announcement. I'm going to have an announcement about some merchandise, Jus Piddlin merchandise, and I'm going to make that announcement hopefully on the morning show Sunday at 7 o'clock, Sunday morning. So if y'all will tune into that, or when you get your lazy butt out of bed, you can replay the morning show and get the announcement about some Jus Piddlin merchandise. I'll explain all of it and show it to you Sunday morning on the morning show. Should have it this Friday. I'm kind of excited about it. This is my first little merchandise that I've gotten. I played around with some T-shirts there for a little while, but the T-shirts that I got, I mean, they suck, to be honest with you. And so I'm looking something a little bit different for shirts, but I think this will be cool to start everything off with. So, and I've got some ideas on how to get those to you guys and kind of make it worth your while a little bit, so everybody gets a little bit of something. So anyway, stay tuned for that on the morning show Sunday at 7 o'clock. So that's that. Also Sunday at 7 o'clock on the morning show, I'll also I'm waiting on some word back from Mike's Meats here in town. Some of y'all asked about if y'all could order that smoked sausage that we were talking about on Sunday morning. And I'm waiting on some word from them as to whether we, and I'll let you know definitely one way or the other on the morning show on Sunday morning about that smoked sausage that I get. It's really good smoked sausage, so hopefully we can work something out with that. I don't know if they do it or not, but I'm going to find out. So that's kind of the announcement part for the Sunday morning show. But I really enjoy doing that. And like I say, once the weather gets a little better, I'll move it outdoors and we'll kind of film some stuff from outside. Probably the night live shows as well. So that's that. Butcher Box update. And I haven't filmed any of it. I wish that I could film every single night what we cook. You know, you work, you come home, we cook something. I always think, I wish I filmed this, you know, but when we're filming supper, it's kind of hard to get everything together for your supper and all that stuff, and then try to film it too, and then you're trying to put it together and all that stuff. So it gets kind of hectic trying to do that during the week, which is why I try to do my cooks on the weekends. But anyway, Butcher Box. This is what I've cooked so far. I've cooked the sockeye salmon. It was really good, but I overcooked it a little bit. I wanted to pull it off at 145 internal, and it was around 155 internal when I pulled it off, and that's my fault. But I was trying to pull some mushrooms off at the same time, and they weren't quite done yet, so I was letting them go a little longer and ended up overcooking the salmon a little bit, but it was still good. But that's one of the things, you know, that we've all got to be honest with ourselves about. Sometimes if your cook doesn't turn out right, more times than not, people are going to say, yeah, that meat wasn't worth a crap. Well, sometimes we just need to admit, I'm the one that screwed it up. It wasn't the meat, you know. So, you know, just something to think about there. But the salmon was really good. I did boneless chops. Now, those boneless chops were off the chain, probably the best boneless chops that I have had. And y'all know, if y'all have gotten boneless chops before, it's real easy to dry out those boneless chops. You know, real easy to dry them out. And these things were moist. They were tender, great pork flavor. And they turned out great. I've also cooked the boneless ribs. I did those tonight. And it was the same thing. And these boneless ribs weren't what I was expecting. If I get boneless ribs at the store, they're kind of shaped about like that, real kind of thin. But these boneless ribs were shaped just like those pork chops. They were about that thick, but they were round. So I guess they just didn't cut them into rib shapes. I'm not sure. But you could tell that they weren't center cut pork chops, that they were from rib meat, and they were just like the boneless pork chops were. They were moist. They were tender. So I really like those too. The bacon, some of the best bacon I've had too, and I'm gonna tell you why. The bacon, the boneless ribs, and the boneless pork chops. There's no flavors added. There's no sugars added. Even on the bacon, there's no sugar added. And so you really got that pork flavor, you know, like the old-timey bacon used to be, what bacon used to be. Now we buy bacon, and it's full of so many other artificial flavors and all that stuff that we're not really tasting the pork, tasting the bacon. So really good. And then we did the chuck roast in the crock pot all day, and that turned out great as well. So far, the meat has been better without a doubt than what I can get at my grocery store here in town. So really impressed so far. And again, I paid for the box. They didn't send it to me for free, so I don't owe them a thing. But so far, and my wife feels the same way, it's really good meat. This weekend, probably Saturday, I'm going to do a cook out of the butcher box. I'm going to cook those rib eyes. I'm probably going to do them on the Traeger Tailgater because I haven't cooked on that thing in a long time. So just trying to spread it around between all my grills. And so I'm going to cook those steaks, rib eyes out of the butcher box on the Traeger Tailgater this weekend. Saturday, probably I may edit it Saturday night, post it, or it'll be Sunday morning after the morning show. So y'all stay tuned for that. Yeah, 145 is about the temperature you want to take those chops off. Good evening, 1984. Good to have you, brother. So so far the butcher box has been great. No complaints out of that. Let's talk about keto for a minute. I had a comment on my channel, and I try to read and respond to all of my comments on my videos and stuff. And you know, sometimes I talk about keto a little bit, but I wonder how well it's going to play into a barbecue channel. But then comments like this kind of let me know that it's something that I do need to cover. And Harley's doing ribeyes and mixed vegetables as we speak. And I'm going to tell you, I usually grill and we're eating by 5:30 or 6 o'clock. And Harley, he's going to start to grill about now. So this is about his normal time to throw something on the grill. Ribeyes and mixed vegetables. That sounds good, brother. But I had a comment from Joe and Brenda. I won't say the last name, but Joe and Brenda, they left me a comment. And basically the comment was, thank you for doing, you know, some of the videos, whatever, because my wife and I have tried keto, and we gave it a shot for a while, but then we quit. But basically the comment was that they were kind of mad at themselves for putting in the effort in the beginning, and then they ended up quitting and they're wanting to start back. But it's kind of like they need some encouragement. And, you know, he was saying, you know, any kind of encouragement or videos to help support them, you know, their efforts and all that stuff would be appreciated. And so I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start doing a couple more videos. And, you know, that goes back to what I was talking about a while ago. I got to find some time during the week to do some videos too. So maybe between the live stuff, maybe one video during the week of keto, and then one regular barbecue video on the weekend. I may try to do that. I'm going to have to try to find time to fit it in, but I'm going to try to do it. So I'm interested in keto barbecue as well. Okay. Well, I've been doing it now since September, roughly around September. And so, lay down, Sam. And so, and it's really working well so far. I'm down about probably 25 pounds now and about 3.5 inches around my waist. So, I mean, it's working. Is it always pretty? Is it always fun? No, it's not always fun. But about the time we start getting frustrated with it, we find something else that we can do that kind of refreshes it a little bit. So, but I'll talk about that more as we go with the keto videos and stuff. But I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. And I'm probably going to do probably the first keto video that I do, one of the first ones that I do from this point on is probably going to be just an update video and show you progress that I have made. And I've debated on doing that in the past. But I think it would benefit people. So I may try to do that first and then hit some of the smaller keto stuff, recipes that we do to try to help, keto coffee. We just made some keto muffins. We usually have a couple at night for a snack, and then we have those already made up for breakfast in the morning because we got tired right off the bat of eggs. I mean, we were eating so many eggs, and we still do, but now we hide them in recipes like the keto muffins. And so I'll show you that recipe and a couple other things. So anyway, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. I know this is a barbecue show, but to be honest with you, barbecue is keto. If you take out the baked beans and the bread and all that stuff, the meat aspect of barbecue is keto. So, and so is keto coffee. Gino, how's it working out for you? You've been doing it since, about the time that I started. So, but I want to hit on that some more. But Joe and Brenda, I just want to say thank you for your comment, and I'll try to help you out any way I can with it. Speaking of my brother, we always talk amongst ourselves about pet peeves that we have about barbecue and people's grills and all kind of stuff, and this pet peeve, me and my brother talked about it the other night, and we got to laughing about it. But if you watch some videos and people will get through with it could be an expensive brisket, $250 brisket, $300 brisket, or a burger, a nice burger, or whatever the case may be. And they get through cutting it. They'll cut it open, and then they'll grab that thing and hold it up to the camera and just squeeze the piss out of it. And all that juice is running out, and they're saying, look at how juicy it is, and they're just squeezing it. And all the juice is running out, and I'm thinking, why are you squeezing the piss out of it? You're squeezing all the juice out of it. It used to be juicy until you just squeezed the piss out of it, and now it's dry as a bone. You shouldn't have to do that for people to see that whatever you cooked is juicy. You know what I mean? If it's juicy, it's going to show itself. It's going to run out itself without you squeezing the crap out of it and doing that, So if you ever get a channel or you have a channel, please don't do that. Let the meat speak for itself. Taste test it. People are going to see it. You don't have to squeeze piss out of it and all that stuff to prove that it's juicy. All right. So there's my pet peeve for the week. Also, subscribers. I want to talk about subscribers a little bit. There you go. I don't cook to show it off to others. I cook to eat good food. And that's all you got to do, Mark. That's all you got to do. Yeah. Subscribers, I've run into this a little bit, and I debated on hitting on this topic a little bit, but I might as well go ahead and hit on it. And I don't want to offend anybody that's on here. That's not what this is for. Well, you can if you want to, Rick, but please do that in private. Thank you very much. All right. Well, I guess pulling is better than squeezing, Mike. I'm going to leave that one alone too. But this has happened several times since I've had my channel, and I just want to kind of address that a little bit. All of y'all that are on here, y'all know who I am by now and what I'm about and all that stuff, you know, and it should be no surprise, really. And I try to stay away from this topic. And to be honest with you, this is why I've kind of really, I hardly ever get on Facebook anymore except to post, you know, barbecue videos or something like that. And this is why, because, you know, Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff has gotten so political now. You know, my stress level, I don't need to, you know, subject myself to that and increase my blood pressure medicine. So I just prefer to stay off of it for the most part. However, several times, and it just happened this past week, and I just want to let y'all in on it, I'll get a subscriber and, you know, now let me say this. Whether you're Republican, whether you're Democrat, it doesn't really matter to me if you subscribe to my channel. We're talking about barbecue and that kind of thing. And even if you're a Democrat, which I'm not, I'm a conservative, and that should come as no shock. You know, I was in the Marine Corps. I love this country. I love the flag and think you should stand for the flag. For gun rights, you know, all of those things, all the conservative views I'm for. Do I think they should build the wall? Yeah, I do. But that's another topic for another time. What I'm saying is, even if you don't agree with those things, we can agree to disagree and then still hang out, you know. But every now and then I get a subscriber that just doesn't feel that way. And I had one this week. Man, they were, you know, they had subscribed to my channel, and they had found me on Instant Messenger. And they were, my wife even said, sounds like you got a stalker. Because every night, bling, bling, my phone would go off, and there's pictures of whatever this dude's cooking, you know, and how he cooked it and what he cooked it on. And, you know, at midnight one night, my phone dinged, and it was Instant Messenger from this dude. Almost every night he didn't miss. But I solved that problem this week because I made a couple comments. I looked on Facebook. That was my mistake. And he had some views that did not align with my views, if we're tracking, on Facebook. And so I think I gave him a thumbs down on one. And then on another one, I just said, no thanks. So no thanks, 2 words on one. And then not even a word, just an emoji on another one. No more messages. I've been blocked or unfriended on Facebook and all that good stuff, you know. So, you know, I say that to say this. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what my views are or what I'm about or anything like that. And, you know, my brother's the same way. We're about as patriotic of 2 guys as you're ever going to find. We try to be as honest and down home as I want other people to be with me, you know. But I believe in America and this country, and I do believe it's a great country. And, you know, I don't believe that everybody has the right to everything, that everybody should be given everything, and that everything should be free, because nothing is free. Somebody somewhere is paying for it. There's no such thing as free healthcare. There's no such thing as free education. There's no such thing as free cell phones. Somebody's paying for it somewhere. And so what I do believe is you have the right to go out and earn all that stuff. But that's just my view. That's how I see things. But even if you don't agree with that, that's okay. We can agree to disagree as long as you act like an adult, like I try to handle it, and we share some ribs and brisket and pork butt and a couple cold ones, and we rock on. And so I just want to share that with you. I didn't want it to be a surprise that I see certain things the way I do, like it is with some folks. So I even had a very well-known Food Network star. We got into it about on Twitter. We had a Twitter duel. You can see him almost every day on Food Network about the Second Amendment. And all it took was for me to say the right thing, and next thing I know, I was blocked from this dude. So now every time I see him on the Food Network, I laugh. Yeah, well, so-and-so, he blocked me. So if you've never been blocked by a celebrity, it doesn't take much. So that is that. TNT Barbecue. What's up, brother? Did you try the buttermilk, and how did it work? Let me know. Yeah, I know you do. I know you do. I agree, Mark. I agree, man. So what's everybody cooking this weekend? And Harley, I found us a little competition. Of course, it's in February, so we're probably already too late. February 22nd, I do believe. It's at the Big Pig Jig area, but it's called something else. Dilly Dally in Dooley or something like that. Dooley County. Dilly Dally Dooley Barbecue or something. Competition. I saw it the other night. Researching the Silverbac. Instantly like how you kind of talk like we're all friends, so I've been watching your videos. Kip, I appreciate it, and welcome to the channel. And that's what I want people to get. Right from the get-go when they watch my videos, that's exactly what I want people to get from my channel. So thank you for saying that, because that means it's coming across. And that's exactly what I want. And, you know, y'all are friends until you block me on Facebook and delete me from Twitter and all that stuff, you know. But Kip, I appreciate it. And, you know, any questions that you have about the Silverbac or whatever, you know, just ask me. And I don't know what else I could say about them that I haven't said in those videos, but, you know, I'll try to answer anything that you have. Ford or Chevy or Dodge? Well, I got a Tundra, Mike, so where do I fit in with all that? Dogfather, good to have you, man. Doing good, doing good. Now, Dogfather, you got, it's either Dogfather or TNT. One of y'all has like a, do y'all have a, like a food truck or food trailer or something like that? I was watching one of y'all's videos the other day, and y'all were like in a trailer or something. Yeah, I know you have. I know you have been trying to block me. That's why it took you a month to get on here. Not you. Okay. I'd love to have one. I'd love to have a food truck or a food trailer or something, even just to cook on the weekends and see how that would work out. From on-site barbecue catering. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Kip. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. So I think I'm going to cook those steaks, those ribeyes this weekend. What's everybody else got on the menu? Harley, what you cooking this weekend? You probably got some kind of Wagyu brisket or some crap that you got in the bottom of your cooler. I'll be cooking Vienna sausage or something probably. You can't beat a smoked Vienna sausage, by the way. Medium rare, you got it. TNT's doing some brisket. Earl, good to see you, man. I'm glad you're here. Guys, y'all welcome Earl. I'm going to tell you, Earl has been with me. Earl, you with me almost from the beginning, wasn't you? Earl's been sticking it with me for a long time. He's been sticking with me for a long time. I appreciate that too. All of you guys, I appreciate. Earl, I was just saying in the beginning of the live stream, I started one on Sunday mornings too. I'm doing a morning show, and that'll be posted around 8 o'clock or so, 8 or 8:30, somewhere around there, Sunday mornings. I started at 7 in the morning on Sunday mornings, but even if you can't catch it at 7, catch it whenever you can. And I'm going to have some new merchandise I'm going to let everybody in on Sunday morning. And so be sure to check that out. Standing rib roast. That sounds good. Raining. Yeah. You have a shelter, Mike? Any kind of shelter or a canopy? Get you a canopy, man. Go to Walmart, get you a canopy and put it up. Call the good one Marshall. I hear you. Yeah, get you a canopy and throw it up in your backyard, Mike. Hey, don't let it stop you. Earl, right there. I've got it on TV right now, Tennessee and Vandy. And Vandy's neck and neck with him right now too. Matter of fact, Earl, I need to get with you. Me, my wife, and my brother planning on going up there to Bristol. Harley's cooking chicken quarters, stuffed pork loin, ribeye rice, veggies, and peach and pineapple dump cake for the Firefighter Explorer program Saturday. That's right. My brother's daughter is in the Firefighter Explorer program at Harley. I guess that's at her high school, right? Is that through her high school? But anyway, it's for teenagers to get into the Firefighter Explorer program, and they're doing a big thing up there, and Harley's cooking at that. So it's not at the high school. Well, he only tells me half the stories anyway. I have to kind of figure out the rest for myself. But he's going to be cooking for that this weekend. And so that's all the stuff that he's cooking this weekend. Chicken quarters, stuffed pork loin. What you stuffing the pork loin with? And he does a ribeye rice. He's never showed me how to make it, which is not surprising. But from what I understand, that ribeye rice that he does is really good. Peach and pineapple dump cake. Chicken Saturday and pork butt Sunday with smoked baked beans and macaroni and cheese That sounds good, Stephen. Mike, I thank you, man. I sure appreciate it. You don't have to do that, but I sure appreciate it. Medium rare, you got it, buddy. You got it. Melvin Crosby, I appreciate that. Thank you. Where you from, Melvin? Harley sounds like a good friend. Rick, don't go to Rick. Whatever you're drinking, Rick, it's a little bit too strong. He don't need any encouragement. That's like poking a bear with a stick. Warner Robins Fire Department. Yeah, I'm on a need to know basis. Evidently, most of the time I don't need to know. But that's good. That's good. And I'm proud of her for doing that. That's good stuff. Jessup, Waycross, Blackshear. Melvin, I used to coach at Tattnall County, so I've been to Blackshear many a times. Football and baseball. Been to Blackshear many a times. Jessup, Waycross, been to the drive-in over there at Jessup. TNT, ain't no problem, man. No problem at all. Yeah, Melvin, we're having some good weather today, but then it's going to suck come the weekend probably. Jalapeno cream cheese, poblano peppers, spinach, and bacon bits. That sounds good, Harley. That sounds good. I made some more of them bacon wrapped asparagus and mushrooms the other night. They turned out really good. Keto coffee, yes, sir, Mike. Little Kerrygold grass-fed butter. Little coconut oil, heavy cream. And tonight we got the old Folgers. With a little dash of the liquid stevia. I got you, Melvin. The New Holland Tractor Place. Harley, is that the that's not the place that we went to that day, is it? When you did that demo over there. Melvin, do they sell grills there? My brother Harley, he works for Traeger. And so he does demos sometimes. And we did I kind of helped him set up a demo down there at one of those. It might have been at a hardware store down there. That might have been it. See, you, Harley, you call it stealing recipes. See, I share my recipes with you. I share them on the World Wide Web. Yeah, it gets blurry. Traveling on business this week. I'm stuck up in Rochester, New York. Oh, man. No, I bet they don't know barbecue up there. Mark, bless you, and I hope you get back safely. Lewis at R Shack Barbecue. Good to have you, man. What you cooking tonight? Let us in on what you're cooking. Monk fruit drops. Yeah, we don't get that fancy down here in our grocery stores, Mike. If I asked them for monk fruit drops, I'd probably get arrested by the SWAT team because they would think it was some kind of some kind of drug. Yeah, a lot of those other sweeteners do have a little aftertaste, though. Amazon, I got you. Melvin, he probably knows what I'm talking about. We don't have any fancy grocery stores down in these parts. Melvin, you don't have any hookups with old Lane smokers over there, do you? Chicken breast stuffed with smoked Gouda cheese, bacon, and asparagus. That sounds good, man. That sounds really good. Very nice. Very nice. No Winn-Dixie? No. There's closest Winn-Dixie or Publix to me is about 25 miles, 25, 30 miles maybe. Yeah. Closest Walmart, 25, 30 miles. Closest Sam's Club is an hour. An hour at best. No Kroger. 25, 30 miles. So I got which is one of the reasons why I did the butcher box thing. I'm going to be honest with you. Is because the meat that I do find here in town, except for the Boston butts and the sausage that I get from Mike, he's an independent, just a meat market for the most part. I get my Boston butts, I get my sausage from him. Sometimes I get bacon, and he does have pork belly, and I've been meaning to get a pork belly from him and do some pork belly burnt ends. So that's on my list of videos to do. But, they're just at that grocery store, the meat's just not good. So that's another reason why I was drawn to something like Butcher Box. Saw Shane Draper with grill recipe for chicken breast this week. I want to try soon. Yeah, man, give it a try. Give it a try. Luis, is it Luis or Lewis? I don't want to mispronounce it. I'm going to say Luis, like St. Louis. It might be Lewis. I'm terrible at names, I'm going to tell you. R-Shack Barbecue. I appreciate that. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I got to thank my brother because my brother gave me the shirt. There you go. The one thing that he's given me. Yeah, I've been wanting to do those pork belly burn ends too, and I've seen a lot of people do them, and I tried them one time. Maybe it's the pork belly that I had, I'm not sure. But it was just, number one, it was really, really salty. And so maybe it was the way that pork belly was cured or something, I'm not sure. But it was really salty. So I guess you got to be careful of that. If you're going to put any other kind of rub on it, you want it to be a rub that doesn't contain a lot of salt, because if it's already salty to begin with, then you're going to be in trouble. But then the fat just didn't render as much as I thought it was, so it was like really fatty, But I'm going to try it again. I'm going to do a video, and however it turns out is how it turns out. Y'all will see it just like St. Louis. Very good, just like St. Louis. And the grill, Mike, what are you talking about? You talking about what grill I'm going to do it on? What are you talking about? Whatever. How's old Watchman Stove doing? You ain't even cooked on it. I gave him a Watchman Stove Christmas. He ain't even burn a stick in it. I love it. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. He did give me that ironwood. That's true, Mike. That's a good. I appreciate you for reminding me that, Mike. See, me and Mike's on the same page. Yeah, he gave me the shirt and the ironwood. I forgot about that. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot about that. Good call, Mike. Good call. Yeah, you'll get 2 steaks. 2 steaks for that. Great call. That ironwood is a really good grill, though. I have to admit, I'm glad I've got it here at the house. I need to cook on that thing again this weekend too. Got some more pellets coming. Ordered some pellets yesterday or day before yesterday. I'm down to the bottom of all of my hoppers. I cooked on the tailgater today. I cooked those boneless ribs on the tailgater, and I had to rob from one hopper to put in that hopper to finish that cook. So I ordered some more pellets and got them coming. I ordered the Grilla Grill competition blend pellets, and they'll be here Friday, along with the merchandise. That's one question I always get. I bet you don't cook on any other grill working for Traeger. That's a good point, Harley. I want to tell y'all this, and hopefully he'll still have a job tomorrow. But Harley works for Traeger, and he sells Traegers and does demos for Traeger, does demo cooks, does service calls. He does just about everything in this area down here for Traeger. But he cooks on Traegers. He cooks on Big Green Eggs. He'll cook on a Primo. He'll cook on my Grilla Grill. He'll cook on the Watchman Stove. He's just like me. He just likes to grill. He likes the smell of the smoke. He likes the sizzle of the meat, the smell of the meat cooking, the rub, the sauce, the flavors, the experience is what we're all about. And so, he'll be just as honest with you as I will about food, meat, grills, rubs, sauces, whatever the case may be, just like he said, everybody thinks because he works for Traeger that the only thing that he ever cooks on is Traeger and everything else is junk, and he's going to call everything else junk and all that. And, that's not the way he is, Yeah, his first pellet grill was a Louisiana pellet grill, and I remember that thing. I don't know what happened to the handle on it, but when I first saw it, it looked like a cane. It looked like one of those vines that's been turned into a walking stick or a cane. He had gotten that somehow, or it might have come with it when he got it. Whoever had it before him, I think he might have bought it used. I'm not sure, but that was the handle for it. But I like that Louisiana. Rick, quit poking the bear now. I'll hear about your comments for the next month. Yeah, that guy Rick, man. I mean, Rick said I was a good guy. I'll hear it for the next month. Any thoughts on having a subscriber gathering sometime? Everyone could bring their favorite meat, barbecue. Man, say when. All right, this Saturday, everybody's meeting at my house. All right. Bring your meat in a cooler. Custom because the handle melted off. See, Rick, that's the kind of stories that Harley's got. Because the handle melted off. Do you all live in the same town? Harley lives about 2 hours, a little over 2 hours north of me. He lives around Macon. around Macon, Georgia. I don't work for anyone. 5 grills in my yard. 3 pellet grills, Weber Performer, and a stick burner. Stephen, that I couldn't have said it better. It's clean, man. It's clean and cold, ready for you to jump in. Ready for you to jump in. Bring your Speedo, and we're ready to go. I got the towels. Stephen, what kind of stick burner you got? You probably already told me. Yeah, that's right. He needs to watch my how to clean and operate a pellet grill safely. Rick, that's exactly right. He don't even watch my videos. Polar plunge. That's perfect, Stephen. I've even got a dispenser out there, a Jägermeister dispenser on the fence out there by the pool, ready to go. Or whatever bottle you would like to put upside down in it. We're ready. That is a good question, though. A subscriber gathering. That would be fun. That would really be fun. That might be something that maybe a summertime gathering. I'm dead serious. That would be fun. My brother Mac. Glad you made it, Mac. Better late than never. Yeah, Harley did that. He did crash out on us. Mac. He was here with the matter of fact, Mac is the one that gave me the Jaeger dispenser. And at New Year's, Harley crashed out on us a little early. Man, those Wichitas are nice, Stephen. Those Wichitas are nice. Very nice. How long have you had that, Stephen? That's nice. I like to have one of those or a lane smoker. Daytona for the 500. I don't know if I can swing Daytona and Bristol in the same year, Mike. That'd be tough. 16 hours from me. I don't blame you, Mike. Whenever we get a little closer to the summertime, I'll kind of throw out some ideas and see what kind of scheduling everybody's got, or maybe we could meet at a more centralized location somewhere. Maybe Nashville or somewhere. That'd be fun. Whatever. Had him cooking all day, working him like a dog. Whatever. Yeah, we're talking pets. Dogfather, what you got? A little over 3 years. We could meet at Bristol. Man, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Yeah. Fetty would show up in Nashville. Yeah, he would. If we meet at Bristol, we'll be in Fetty's backyard. Fetty lives about 10 miles from Bristol Motor Speedway. Of course, I'd have to take him some more of that Georgia sweet tea that I took him last year. Was it last year or year before last? I went up and saw Fetty. He's a good dude. Really good dude. Darlington or Charlotte. I tell you what, Stephen, I've been to Darlington, and we enjoyed it. The camping wasn't great, but it was still pretty good. Darlington was good. I haven't been to Charlotte yet, but I've been wanting to go. Last year, yeah. Rick, I'm going to give you Harley's address. Maybe y'all can get together. Yeah, party at the command center. Dog Father, I've got an HBT Weekender trailer. Lone Star Grills. Man, those Lone Stars are nice. Those Lone Stars are nice. Yoder YS640. Couple of Weber kettles. And one of those China pig smokers. Dog Father has got it going on. I want to graduate to your level one day. Yeah, Rick. Harley will show you how to melt a handle off your smoker. Oh, I know it is. I'm sure it is strong. I'm sure it is, man. Yeah. Careful, Rick. You might change your mind. I hear you, Dog Father. Stephen, I hope your son feels better and be safe on your trip. I appreciate you tuning in, and I'll catch you later on the week. I appreciate you tuning in, Stephen. That handle was a good handle, Harley. It was. It was. All right, guys, we run on probably about close to an hour. So I'm going to go ahead and not take up any more of y'all's time. Mike, it's not the lighting. I had a makeup guy come in today and do a little touching up. And that brings out the light in the room. It does seem like it's lighter in here, but it's just the work that I had done right there. All right. But before I go, just a reminder about the morning show, Sunday at 7 o'clock. If you can't catch it at 7 o'clock because you're still in the bed, well, then watch it after it posts. I'll understand. Also, I'll be doing a cook Saturday with the ribeyes, doing those on the Traeger Tailgater. That's out of the butcher box. I'll show you the whole deal, taste test, all that, let you know how that goes. That'll be uploaded Saturday afternoon or Sunday after the morning show. So that'll be that. Again, I appreciate all of you. Thank you for joining me. And Harley, glad you figured out your password. TNT, thank you, man. Mark, appreciate it. Kip, Mike, all you guys. Dog Father, I appreciate all of you. Y'all are why I keep doing this. So I appreciate it. Keep smoking it. And until next time, I'll be piddling.